Good morning. I appreciate all you guys showing up today. I was a little nervous. You all were having a pretty good time last night, and I was worried you wouldn't make it for the 8:15 start, but that's all right. You're here. It's very humbling. I'm very honored that you're here. Our entire team is. It means a lot. I have actually never been as nervous to speak in front of an audience as I was to do this. I actually was doing the whole, like, pump yourself up, like, old school sales thing behind that curtain just now, like, in the mirror, like, Hanley, you can do this, man. But being that this is our conference, I figured I'd give myself just 20 minutes to say a few things to you before I bring our first amazing speaker up on stage. I have a little story. It was September of 2016. It's okay. That's cool. It's September of 2016 that Chip, Derek, and Marty and I were in a bar after a conference, and we were just having a regular conversation. And we said, you know, we come to these conferences and we meet people that we know, that we like. I think it's time we did this for Agency Nation. And, you know, we'll just get 100 of our closest friends, and it'll be a nice thing, a nice intimate little event, and we'll have some fun. And, you know, what could be so hard about that? Like, that seems like a really easy thing to do. Agency Nation's reached a point where we could pull that many people together. And Chip leaned back in his chair and he said, if you think you can make this happen, you can go right ahead. So, you know, I felt pretty good. It's not a secret that I have a relatively large ego, and I was like, I can do this. We can do this. And Marty called me the next day and said, Hanley, you know, I know you think that this is going to be easy, but it's not. And I was like, man, you gotta get on board, dude. We can do this. Like, we can make this happen. You know, don't tell me what to do. And then we sent the first email December 16th of 2016, and 65 of you signed up within the first 3 hours. And we had a problem. I started having to make decisions that I didn't even know you had to make, like, what color are your signs going to be? Who are your speakers going to be? And then, you know, some speakers, none of the ones that are going to speak to you this morning, you know, they have certain requests that you have to facilitate, and things get hectic. So I called Stacy on my team, and I said, Stacy, do you have any bandwidth? And she was like, oh, yeah, I would love to plan a conference with you. I can't wait. That sounds like an amazing idea. Oh, you've never done before? Awesome. And then we started to get deeper into the process, and things got a little more difficult. Like, you know, we can't have anyone speak directly before or directly after Marcus Sheridan because he's crazy, and it intimidates other speakers. So that's like a whole thing I got to think about. And no, he's actually really good. You're going to enjoy it. And then Chip called me on the phone, and he said, so how's that conference thing going? And I said, it's really good, except I think Stacy wants to kill me, and we have a lot more people than we thought we were going to have. And we ran out of hotel rooms, and we had to move people around, and it was a really interesting experience. And Stacy is now, like, really enjoys working with me. It's probably been one of the best experiences of her life. And she told me that, actually. She said, I can't wait to do another project with you, Ryan. This was amazing. But teamwork makes the dream work, and we all came together in the end and somehow got it done, and you guys all showed up. And to be honest with you, it's been, like I said, it's been humbling and honored that you're here. I think we're gonna have an amazing time. But that's why we're here. That's why our team is here. We're here to facilitate this event. I want to speak, I think, and I hope you'll give me this assumption, but I want to talk a little bit about why I think you're here. You guys traveled a long way, and you left your families and your work at home, and you came to be at this event. And I do not take that. I respect what you did. I'm very appreciative of it, and I understand that it's time away. But our industry, the independent insurance agency channel, is in a battle. We have been for a long time, but it feels different now. It feels like we're fighting stronger forces, at times almost immovable. And it can be overwhelming. But we all know that this is not the insurance experience that consumers are looking for. And did anyone get that? Okay, good. I was expecting a bigger laugh on that one. I like really worked on that one. When I saw that GIF, I was like, man, that one's gonna kill. And then you guys didn't even react at all. It was tough. It was tough. So, so it feels suffocating at times. I know this when I was an agent, right? This business is a tough business. It's not easy. And it can feel like, someone's got you by the throat. But, there's all these upstarts that we have to deal with now that are coming in InsurTech. And in some ways, it's very good. In some ways, they're our direct competition. And they say things about our channel and who we are and what we're trying to do. And it aggravates me. And I don't like it. So it's time that we fight back. And I think that's why you're here. I think all of you are leaning forward into a slightly different version of our industry. And you're willing to fight. And I love that about you. I know so many of you in the audience. I've known for a very long time. Many of you I'm meeting for the very first time, but I can see it in your eyes. I can see that you're looking for something different, something more. It excites me. Just saying this to you now, I can feel a shiver of energy run up my back. We're doing something special here, I think, over the next 2 days. And, if we really dig into it, if we really take full advantage of the people, and I watched it last night, I hope you guys felt it too. I watched some of you work the crowd like I've never seen at an insurance conference before, just bumping into each other, meeting people. It was phenomenal. So I think that what InsurTechs, what directs, and some captives, their overconfidence in the amount of money that they have and some of the reach and consistency and branding that they have, I think that overconfidence is ultimately their weakness. Because where they prey on marketing dollars and widespread advertising, we beat them with relationships, right? There's something that surrounds our industry that makes us different, that gives us the highest retention rate in the industry consistently year after year. And it's our ability to build these relationships. And what I have asked for when I talk on Agency Nation, what my team, the video that Sydney made about customer experience, which has over like 7,000 hits on YouTube now, it's about this idea of building relationships with people and feeling how to push that out in front of our industry and make that part of our business. Not shy away from the fact that maybe we don't have the most clear disposition to technology, but understanding that if we can figure out some of these small changes, small iterative changes over time, we can take the thing that makes us the strongest, relationships, and move it out front. That's what we're talking about here today. The speakers that you have, that I've kind of put together here for this content schedule, it wasn't done by accident. I didn't just say whoever's willing to come. They're hand-picked. I picked them for a purpose, and I tried to build a narrative for you. And if you go through this process, by the end, I think you'll think differently about how you operate. You'll take some big ideas away. You may not have all the tactics, and there's no way at a conference can you pull 1,000 tactics away. But what you can do is come up with some ideas and some things to follow up on, make some new connections that are going to help you change the way you do your business. So use this as a period of training, a period of learning, a period of development. Give it everything that you can. Take absolute full advantage. Use the app, schedule meetings, and all this stuff. Because, we can be masters of the universe, I think that, of our own little universe, of the little local universe, or the niche universe that we own, right? And I'm really into Star Wars, so I'm kind of just, this is just self-gratification right here. Look at, this is gratuitous lightsabers, just gratuitous lightsabers. I'm like breaking all the speaking rules. Marcus is going to tear me up on the speaking spill group. But I do believe that we can win this game. And by win, it doesn't mean take over the industry. It means your world, what you're trying to do, your business, whatever your goals are, you get to do them. No one takes that away from you. Whatever that is, if it's just be the person in your town, if it's own an industry online, if it's one particular niche, whatever that thing is that you want to do, you can do it. And I mean that because all the connections that you could ever possibly need are in this room right now. I know so many people in this room, everything you could possibly want to know, every tool you could possibly need, every piece of information from someone or piece of experience that you could need is sitting in this room right now. So if you take full advantage, I promise you, you may not be able to blow up the Death Star, but you will go woohoo, and that's Yahoo before Yahoo was not cool. That's when Yahoo was cool. Be impressed. Again, I told you I would just click through some of these slides. It was too much. He told me last night this would be too much. So that's it. A couple quick thank yous. I want to give just a quick shout out. Many of you have heard from Stacy. Stacy is my barometer of awesome. I give her ideas and she tells me whether it's cool or not and whether we can actually do it. And actually the scale is we'll do it unless she says more than probably not. So if she says probably not, we're still going to do it. Like this conference, she's like, we probably shouldn't do that. I was like, all right, we'll still do it. She's got to say absolutely no, and then we don't do it. But also, I want to give a quick shout out. You guys make the conference awesome, the attendees. You guys make it awesome. These guys make it possible. We couldn't have this great hotel. I couldn't have got you drunk last night unless these guys were sponsoring the conference. And they're handpicked as well, right? I mean, these are great vendors that believe in the industry, believe in the IA space, and it means a lot to me that they were willing to invest in a first-time conference and a bunch of people who had never put a conference on before. So I want to thank all of them. They all have tables out there. Bump into them, mix, talk, do demos, do all the stuff. All these guys are really great people, and we appreciate them. Use the hashtag if you post on social media. Where's Tracy Cotton? I know she's in the room. Where is she? Tracy, just wave your hand. There she is right down here. The best hashtag in the history of an insurance conference. This is the Dragon Con of insurance. That was given to us by the great Tracy Cotton from the wonderful state of North Carolina. Guys, it's time to jump to light speed. That was really my only Star Wars reference I had for the whole thing. Isn't that cool? I mean, they came up with this. That's 1970. All right, I'm done. Thank you. Enjoy. Have a great time. Bump into each other. It's just, I'm so happy that you're here. With that, I'm going to bring to you our very first speaker, Jeff Baer, the head of marketing for Foremost.